Next, I just got this about a week ago, as of taping this on August 7th, 2011. Now, a family friend gave me this laptop after she got a new one, and in my opinion, if anything were to fill the void of the Acer Extensa 501DX, it would be this. This is an Acer Travelmate 233LC. This laptop was made in 2003. This laptop has an Intel Northwood Celeron running at 2 GHz. It has 256 megabytes of RAM and a 30 gigabyte hard drive. And this laptop has quite a few special things about it. Let me give you a tour first. So on the front, you have stereo speakers mounted on the top here. Touchpad, which this is the first touchpad I've ever seen on a laptop that wasn't square. It's got this irregular shape, which I think is kind of neat. It's got up and down scroll buttons, kind of like the Acer Aspire, except the Aspire has left and right buttons as well. Got the Acer logo here. You have power, sleep, Wi-Fi, which this laptop doesn't have, and Bluetooth, which this laptop doesn't have. Lights for that. So on the front here, nothing to see on the front. Go on the right side first. Has a DVD-ROM and CDRW drive. That's a place for a Kensington lock. And that's all there is on the right side. The back side is the business end. You got a parallel port, something I haven't seen since the Extensa. 2 USB 2.0 ports. A modem, an Ethernet port. Monitor. Heat vent. We have, now this looks like 2 card bus slots, but it's not. If you look inside, which I know you can't see, but there's only pins for 1 slot. So this is only 1 card bus slot. It'll take a Type 2 or Type 3 card. And honest to God, this is a floppy disk drive. That's why I say this fills the void the Extensa had. So this must have been one of the newest laptops with a floppy drive, 2003. But it works perfect. Everything on this laptop works perfect. Headphone, line-in microphone, and a hardware volume wheel. Something else the Extensa had that you don't see on laptops anymore. So that's that. So the only flaw that this laptop has is that the battery holds a great charge. I get about an hour and a half out of it. It's a lithium-ion battery, but Windows will not show the time remaining. It only shows the percentage. So that's too bad. I think Linux shows the time remaining. I tried Linux off a live CD on this. So I gotta switch tapes first, but now we will power this on. Difference is on the Extensa's keyboard, the home and end keys are up here, and here they're set to be used with the FN keys down here. Now, this must have been an overstock keyboard from an older laptop, because not only does this have brightness keys, it has contrast keys too, but they are not functional. Doing the contrast keys does absolutely nothing. So, it's a 1024 by 768 matte display, the first matte display I've had on a laptop since the Extensa, which is very nice because I prefer matte displays. Matte displays are easier to see in sunlight. Travelmate 230. There's a sister series of the Travelmate 230 series, the Travelmate 280. It's the exact same laptop, except while the 230 has Intel Northwood Celerons, which the Northwood is the Pentium 4 core, the Travelmate 280 series has full-blown Pentium 4s, so that's the difference. And if I were to tear this down enough, because you need to pretty much disassemble it completely to get to the processor, I could upgrade this to a full Pentium 4 if I so desired. So, we have power, sleep, hard drive activity, battery charging, caps lock, and number lock keys. Scroll lock doesn't have a light. We have keys for, this key will turn on either the Wi-Fi or Bluetooth if this thing was so equipped. 2 hotkeys for internet and email, and 2 programmable hotkeys, and the power button. Now this thing does have only 256 megabytes of RAM, which is kind of skimpy for what this laptop runs. Windows XP Home Edition. But I bought a gigabyte of RAM off eBay that I'll be upgrading this to. And I bought a card bus Wi-Fi card, so that'll be good. This is also the first square display I've seen on a laptop since the Extensa. Turn the volume up. There's that. Speakers don't sound too bad. I haven't compared them to the other laptops yet, but I would think that this would have slightly better speakers, just overall being an older laptop. So here we are, Windows XP Home Edition, Service Pack 2. I'm still in the process of upgrading it. It has the OEM license key on the bottom, so it's fully genuine and all. And this has the Intel 845 chipset and graphics adapter, which I've read doesn't have very powerful graphics at all, but oh well. Oops. Hello, come on. There we are. As long as you're not on the internet, it's not too slow with only 256 megs of RAM. I also have Flight Simulator 98 on this. I think I'll keep it on this and uninstall it from the Aspire, because this is more suitable for such an old program. Take a look at the properties sheet here. Okay. Windows XP Home Edition version 2002 Service Pack 2 registered to me as the home user. Intel Mobile Celeron 2 GHz, 256 megabytes of RAM. Now, when I first knew of this laptop and knew that it might be given to me, saw it had a floppy drive, and I thought, oh, this thing must be old enough that it has an 800 or 900 megahertz Pentium 3. But I was extremely surprised and pleased when I saw it was 2 gigahertz. So I was pretty surprised. So that's pretty awesome, because a 2 gigahertz, Northwood Celeron can still do a lot in today's computing. It'll probably handle YouTube videos fine once I get it all updated and Flash installed and everything. So, that's about it for this. So, now I'll shut it down. And I'd like to take this time to apologize for what's probably very poor video making I'm doing here. This is the first time I've even handled this video camera in over a year, so I'm trying just really to get this done. It's very hot in here, so I'm sorry if this is kind of a crap video series. And what's this doing? Well, I thought I pushed the power button. That's another thing with this thing. The power button, Windows doesn't like to react to the power button. I don't know why. So I guess I'll shut it down through the start menu. This should be a very good laptop once I get the RAM upgraded and the Wi-Fi installed. I was thinking of selling the Aspire to a friend of mine, but I think I might keep it, because this thing is in absolutely perfect shape, and the Aspire, well, it has some cosmetic discrepancies, but if I were to make this my school computer and something were to happen to it, I would be a lot sadder than I would be if something happened to the Aspire, because I like this thing better than the Aspire, with the floppy drive and all. I like it. I have one more computer to show you, and I don't need the mouse. This is an XT keyboard. This is a 5 1/4 inch floppy disk. They are parts of the computer I'm about to show you next.